Alright, let's dive into something that's been making waves in the film world lately. Ira Bhaskar, renowned film scholar and mother of actor Swara Bhasker, has called out Aditya there's Dhurandhar for its portrayal of Muslims and its alignment with Hindutva ideology. But here's the thing, this isn't just another critique, it's a deep dive into how cinema reflects and shapes societal narratives. And personally, I think this conversation is way more important than it's being given credit for. First off, what makes this really interesting is the context. Ira Bhaskar didn't just pull this out of thin air, she brought it up during a panel discussion hosted by Harsh Mander on his YouTube channel, Karwani Mohabbat. The panel also included Harish Mander, a political science professor from JNU, which means this wasn't just a casual chat. It was a serious examination of how politics, ideology, and representation intersect in Indian cinema today. And let me tell you, when scholars and activists start dissecting a blockbuster, it's worth paying attention. Now, let's talk about Dhurandhar. The film has been a commercial hit, raking in crores at the box office. But Bhaskar's critique isn't about its box office success, it's about the ideology it promotes. She argues that the film is a product of a filmmaker ideologically convinced by Hindutva. And here's where it gets tricky. She acknowledges there's technical skill as a director but questions whether we can separate a film's craft from its message. Personally, I think this is a crucial point. Cinema isn't just entertainment, it's a powerful tool for shaping perceptions. If a film reinforces stereotypes, like portraying Muslims as inherently violent or Pakistan as a nation of terrorists, it's not just storytelling, it's propaganda. What many people don't realize is how selective these narratives can be. Bhaskar points out that films claiming to be based on true events often cherry-pick facts to serve a specific ideology. And Dhurandhar is no exception. The film's violence, she argues, isn't just gratuitous, it's in service of a belief structure that demonizes an entire community. If you take a step back and think about it, this raises a deeper question: are we as audiences critically engaging with what we watch, or are we passively absorbing these narratives? Another detail I find fascinating is Bhaskar's comment about the absence of normal Muslims in the film. She says, "You don't see any normal Muslim there. Everyone is a terrorist or a gangster." This isn't just a minor oversight, it's a deliberate choice that reinforces harmful stereotypes. And what this really suggests is that representation matters, not just in terms of numbers, but in how characters are portrayed. If every Muslim character is a villain, what does that say about the society we live in? From my perspective, this conversation also ties into the broader trend of how Indian cinema is evolving. With the success of films like Dhurandhar, there's a growing concern about whether films centered on humanism, secularism, and social equality still have a place in the industry. The fact that Dhurandhar, The Revenge is already set for release shows that this narrative isn't going away anytime soon. But here's the thing, cinema has always been a reflection of society, and if this is what's dominating the box office, it's a reflection of something much bigger. So, what's the takeaway here? Personally, I think Ira Bhaskar's critique is a wake-up call. It's not just about one film or one director, it's about the responsibility of filmmakers and the critical role of audiences. Cinema has the power to shape how we see the world, and if we're not careful, it can also shape how we see each other. So, the next time you watch a film, ask yourself, what story is it telling? And more importantly, what story is it leaving out? Because in the end, that's where the real conversation begins.